everybody, it's me, Jill. Welcome to Jill Informed. Today's episode is the top 8 moments of Real Housewives of New York, Season 9, Episode 7, Bidding on Love. Number 8, we get to meet Dennis, Bethany's boyfriend, for the first time. Is it just me, or does he look a lot like Luann's Tom? They're bald white men of about the same age. Also, she met him because he was the boyfriend or husband of one of her friends. What's wrong with you ladies? Find your own men. This must be what they're talking about when they say it's such a small world, or that Manhattan, like you run in small circles or something. Because can you not find a man that hasn't been with one of your friends already? Seems like it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, number 7, Ramona, Sonia, and Tinsley go to the bar Boutique, I think it's called. Ramona goes up to the bar, and the first thing she says to the bartender is, "I only want 2 things. Again, Ramona does not disappoint. Here's her order. "Okay, I only want 2 things. First, I want a tall glass of ice water, but I want it in a stem glass with a straw. Okay. And then I want very light vodka, like maybe half a shot, in ice, with club soda and 3 limes. Also in a wine glass with a straw." And then the bartender's like, okay, and walks away like he got all that. I mean, I had to write it down and memorize it. You know he's not going to do it. And of course he doesn't, because later on, she has to flag someone down, a waitress, to say, could I have a bigger straw? And actually, I wanted 3 limes. Because of course he screwed it up. Number 6 is Tinsley zeroing in on 23-year-old Chad. And for some reason, Ramona feels like she has to teach Tinsley how to flirt. Tinsley has been married before. Tinsley is 41 years old. I don't think this is her first rodeo. And of course it involves her wine glass and straw, so now we know why that was so important. That's an integral part of flirting. She coyly bats her eyes while she's sipping on her straw with her wine glass. Oh God, I love her so much. And Sonia is still passive aggressive, although heavily weighing toward just being aggressive. Tinsley's talking to this guy, and it's toward the end of the night, and Sonia comes right up in her face, screaming, "Are we gonna go to our car now?" And Chad, the 23-year-old's right here, and Tinsley's right here, and Sonia's right in front of her. And Tinsley said, "No, I'm having a date." And she's and Sonia says, "With who?" He's standing right there. If that's not bad enough, Tinsley doesn't know his name. She's either too drunk or she has not learned it yet. So she says, "With this guy." And of course, Sonia's reply is to scream back, "Big mistake!" Oh, ladies, I love you so much. That leads us to number 5, which is surprisingly that Tinsley has another date with Chad. They're going bowling, and she's doing a great job bowling. She's beating him. And then the server comes to take their drink orders. Yeah. Chad gets carded, and Tinsley doesn't. Number 4 is the scene where Ramona is out with non-housewife girlfriends. And of course, they're discussing Luann and Tom's wedding. And it's quickly revealed that one of the ladies, Missy, has also dated Tom. Of course, because we all date each other and Tom has dated everyone. The worst part is that poor Missy thought that she and Tom were exclusive until she walked in a bar and saw him with Luann. It's odd to me how interested in this Ramona is, or why she's so invested. I know she herself had dated Tom, but I never really got the feeling it was serious. And if anything, Sonia's the one who seemed more hurt by it than anybody else. At first, I don't even think Ramona admitted that she dated him. So why is she so intensely interested in this? I don't know. Number 3 for me is how spot on Tinsley's observations are. I'm really starting to like her more and more. I think her assessment of Bethany running hot and cold is right on the money. She is, and she does, and there were moments that the camera caught that we could see exactly what Tinsley meant. And when she points out that Sonia is nice to her in private, but in public she's kind of mean and treats her like a little sister who's tagging along and bothering her, she's right. Something is going on with Sonia. She did it again when Sonia walked into the charity event and Tinsley jokingly said, "Hey, don't I know you?" And Sonia goes, "Oh, we don't always have to go together to everything." If I were Tinsley, I would want to get out of her house as soon as possible. Number 2 takes place at Dorinda's charity event. One of the guests is a man, and his name is Milos. Bethany is talking to him and saying, "Oh, are you married? Because I've got the perfect girl for you." And she's like, "I think Sonia would be perfect for you." And he says, "I know Sonia." So he's someone from Sonia's past. Later, Sonia starts thinking maybe she will go over and talk to him. And Ramona literally scoots through the crowd to get to him first. I mean, is it any wonder why I love Ramona? All right, everybody, the number 1 moment of this episode does not go to any one of the housewives. It goes to Barbara, Luann's friend. As the old saying goes, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Barbara's a little loose-lipped, to say the least. So this number 1 moment takes place off camera, but ladies, your mics are still hot. So we heard the whole conversation between Barbara and Carol. Starts off innocently enough. Carol asks her what she's doing for the holidays, and Barbara says, "Oh, I'm going to visit my mom, and then I'm going to the wedding." Carol asks her, "Are you excited?" And Barbara says, "Honestly, no." Carol asks, "Is she excited?" meaning Luann. And Barbara's reply is, "Honestly, I think she has something to prove." Carol, "Prove what?" Barbara says that she'd rather go through with it and get divorced than call it off. Yeah. This is one of your friends who's invited. Then Carol asks, "Well, what about him?" Barbara says, "Oh, there's just so many rumors that he still hangs out at the Regency and hooks up with so many different women." First of all, Tom, are there no other places in Manhattan you gotta still hang out at the Regency? Just, make the Regency off limits, at least until the wedding. How about that? The worst part, though, then, is that Carol says, "Does she know?" And Barbara says, "I told her." Luann, I mean, why are you doing this? I really do not understand. Is it some sort of a weird business arrangement? Is it a publicity thing for both of you? Maybe I'm just really naive, but I don't get it. Whatever it is, I hope that you both are getting what you want out of it. That's all I can say. Anyway, that's it for me. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please click on the bell below if you would like to get notifications. Thank you so much. Till next time. Bye.